So if you hear some noise in the background, this is the cat.
What are you doing? Why? Why now? Hi everybody, my name is Melanie Josephine and today I am here with my friend Cecile.
Hello.
Yeah, Cecile and I are here today because we want to talk about how do we know why we do a job, or why do we do the job that we're doing, or if we don't know, how can we find the job that we know we're doing. And it's actually a very exciting day today because it is Cecile's new, like the first day of her new life. Okay, it sounds a bit strange, but maybe to explain a little bit, maybe do you want to explain why this is the first day of your new life?
Yes, well today, this is my first day as an entrepreneur. So today is the first day as an entrepreneur. I'm starting my life as a freelance in mindful digital marketing.
Sorry, the cat is doing something. Wait.
Yes, today is my first day as an entrepreneur and as a businesswoman, as I am exploring the world of freelancing as a mindful digital marketing consultant. I was employed and I've been fully employed for the past 4 years, and I decided to resign and leave my work in my current organization, even though I was had quite the job that I liked, because I'm doing digital marketing and I really loved my job.
Yeah.
But I realized over the past 4 years that I needed something a bit more to feel really fulfilled. Mm-hmm. And so I handed my resignation 3 months ago and I finished last Friday.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yes. But maybe regarding the main question that we're talking about today, when did you think about this question? Why are you doing what you're doing, or how to find the job for yourself?
Yes. Ever since I started my job, where I stayed 4 years, I knew that this was the job for me. But very quickly, I realized that it wasn't necessarily the good place for me. So I was doing what I loved, but not in the
right place.
In the right place or in the right environment.
Okay.
So then I started really questioning myself, which kind of environment makes me feel good. And there was like a whole process of the company culture, the people I want to surround myself with, the projects I want to be working on.
Yeah.
Really how I can feel that what I bring is impactful and meaningful. I didn't just want to do digital marketing for anyone or anything. I really wanted to bring value through my work in an environment which makes me feel good. So I started observing a lot around me, what made me feel good, what didn't make me feel good, in a sense. And it was not really what I was doing, it was always the things around me. Either the way we work together with the people, or either really the company culture. Mm-hmm. So I started really thinking, how do I want to use my talents, my passion, my time, and my energy to do something that makes me feel good, and to do something also which serves the world. Mm-hmm. Because I read once in a book that to bring more meaning to your life, you need to use your talents, your passion, your time and energy to serve the world better, or to serve the community better, to serve something that is close to your heart.
Yeah.
And this is how, through the process of thinking through all these years, that I realized I really wanted to keep doing what I do, so digital marketing, to help cause-driven organizations, which means charities, social entrepreneurs, tech for good startups. And I want to use my talents, which is my job at the moment, to help them succeed. So if they have a mission with a positive contribution to the world, whether it's in health, education, sport, or whatever it could be, I want to help them succeed through digital marketing. Mm-hmm. And this is why I decided to launch myself as a freelance and a self-employed. Mm-hmm. So I would be able to work with different kind of clients on a different kind of projects, and hopefully increase my own impact by helping them increase their impact.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is your why behind your story. Because I guess we are all serving the world in one way or another, but could somebody else's why be quite different?
We probably are all serving the world in one way or another, but I'm not sure if we realize it. So some people probably think they work just for their company or just to pay the bills, and they don't see beyond that. And so maybe it's just worth asking ourselves, what do I bring through my work? And when we don't know that, when we don't know why we work, why we do what we do, and if we just do it because our boss asked it, it's not a good enough reason, in my opinion. So when we don't know this why, this is when sometimes we can feel disconnected or lost.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, disconnected or lost, but maybe also that's when you start to feel unfulfilled, or if you don't have a why, maybe you feel like your work doesn't have any meaning in this world.
Exactly. I also would like to say that, serving the world, is a way to mean being useful and bringing something to others. But sometimes paying the bills or paying the education of your kids can be your way to bring something to others, and can be enough meaning for you and give you the energy to wake up in the morning, and this is fine.
Yeah. What I wanted to add was that even if you feel like you're just working to pay the bills, you could still think of a bigger meaning of your job, because, for example, even if you or someone is just collecting rubbish, think about the meaning that this has in the world, because that is actually very important to keep the streets clean and everything. Like, even if you don't like what you're doing, or you think it doesn't have much of an impact, if you realize that it actually does have some impact and you are aware of it, I think that you can feel more fulfilled or better than believing that your job doesn't have meaning. Yeah. And also the other thing is, even if you're just doing a job to pay your bills, in that moment you can still think about, what do I want to do in the future? I am at this stage in my life, but where do I want to be? And then you can just take one step after another. Things don't have to just happen overnight. You can just work towards something, and always know that where you are doesn't mean where you are going to be in the future. Not if you're taking the right steps. I mean, you're the best example. We spoke about your vision, but earlier today you were saying that once you think about what you want to do in the future and you tell other people about it, you create a vision. Yes. And then you take it from there. Maybe you can say a few words about that.
Yes, I think it's once you've clarified what could bring meaning to your life, or what you really want to do deep inside, it doesn't matter if you don't know yet how you will get there. I think what's important is just set an intention in your life that I'm going there, this is what I want to do, and make a step toward it. And this is exactly what happened with me in my current job, or last job, until last Friday. I decided the first decision I had to take was to resign. So I took this decision and I started telling people about it. So I told my manager first unofficially, and then officially through a resignation letter, and then I started telling my colleagues and all the people around me. And as soon as I kind of showed the universe or the world that I was taking action toward my intention, a lot of things happened. I had conversations with people that I wouldn't expect I would have, telling me, oh, well, I would love to work with you, or let's meet for a coffee once you're free. And a lot of things happen. And even before being freelance, so even before, over the past few weeks and months, already I started building things and working on projects toward where I wanted to be. So I'm like, I've left my job already with people to meet, projects to work on, and opportunities to explore. And it kind of just flowed as soon as I started telling people about it, and showing that this is where I wanted to be.
I think very often you just need to, like you said, start with the first step, or maybe open the first door. If you're spiritual, let the universe know that this is what you were doing, that this is your intention. Oh my gosh. And that way you open yourself energetically, and once people know what you want to do, you might be surprised what they have to offer. I once actually saw a very good TED Talk, can't remember exactly what it's called, but it was about you sharing your ideas and sharing what you want, because if you keep it to yourself, then nobody can help you, nobody can give you advice.
That's
or because if you're just staying, let's say it's just you at home with the door closed, that's not going to get you anywhere. But if you are setting the attention and communicating what you want and doing certain actions, then one step will lead to the next.
Definitely.
You
can be as clear as you want on your meaning, on your intention. As Melanie said, if you stay on your own and you don't share that with people, nothing will happen. So it's not just about setting it, but really like showing it and living your intention. Another thing that I would like to share that might help as well, you to take a step forward or to feel a bit more confident and empowered, is surround yourself with people who have the same approach as you, or surround yourself with people who do what you would like to do, or in your area, kind of have business friends or passion friends, as you can say, because it's very interesting to see and to share and to talk with this kind of people, and they will give you a lot of hints and a lot of tips on how to get where you would like to get. And sometimes just by speaking with someone, asking an advice, or just sharing and encouraging yourselves, another opportunity might appear. So don't stay on your own, because you will feel much more empowered and encouraged if you have someone around you. It doesn't have that they have to be your physical friends. You can find them anywhere online. What I did for myself, for example, when I knew I wanted to become an entrepreneur, I went onto Facebook and I looked for Facebook groups about marketing, Facebook groups about freelance and entrepreneurs in London, and I looked for English groups and French groups, and I just posted something on the Facebook group and I said, hi, so this is where am I at, and this is a journey I would like to embrace. Who's doing it? Who wants to do it? And I'm looking for like business friends or accountability partners, or this kind of stuff. And I had a lot of replies in comments on the Facebook group, and I had really interesting conversations. Some of them, it was just a one-off phone call, and we spoke for 2 hours, and they told me everything about what they do or they would like to do, and we shared a lot, and you feel understood. And some of them, it became a bit more regular, and now we speak by email, and we really share our journey. So don't stay isolated, and look for people who do or want to do the same things as you would like to.
But coming back to the meaning, because maybe we have somebody who watches who's just feels completely lost and really doesn't know what kind of job they want to do and how to find meaning as in career. I actually heard, I can't remember the title of the book, but I will put it in the video, because I will look it up for you. But there's this book, maybe you've read it. It's basically about imagining your life and yourself at the end of your life. And if you were going to a museum, do you know this book?
No.
You imagine looking at your life as a museum. What do you want to see in that museum? And like as you enter the museum, you have all these different moments in your life. And what do you want to see? What do you want to relive in this museum? And that's a good way of asking yourself, what do I want to see in my life? Where do I want to be in life? What do I want to achieve? And then take it from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good tip. I've never thought about it. So I'll think about it. Another thing, we discussed, okay, maybe in your museum, you want to do something, but today you're really not sure how to do it, and maybe you don't think you're capable, or you don't have the studies or the degrees or the experience or the friends to do it. As we just said, just start, and the outcome doesn't matter. Maybe you'll try and you won't do what you thought you would do, But on the journey, you would have met so many people, or opened so many doors that you would do something totally different, which wouldn't have happened if you didn't start at the first place. So don't be afraid of the journey, and don't look too much on the outcome. Really concentrate on your everydays, all the steps you're taking every day, and you can really improvise. Like when I was, over the past months, when I was telling people I'm becoming a freelance and entrepreneur, I felt like I was a fake, because I was not really a freelance and entrepreneur just yet. I was becoming one, but I was still fully employed, working 200% on my projects at work, having a few opportunities, starting to open, but really I was not an entrepreneur. I was maybe working a couple of hours in the weekends on my blog and a few stuff, but I am not. But I really did like I was, and I really acted like I wanted to be. And on the way, as I said, then I started having this conversation and these opportunities which happened, and maybe the journey will evolve, and that's completely fine.
Yeah, it very much reminds me of manifesting, like the manifestation process, because when it comes to that, when you think about what you want and you want to manifest it in your life, you shouldn't attach only to the outcome, because the outcome could come in many different ways, and if you're attached to one specific way it should come about, then that limits you a lot. Like for example, I don't know, if you want a certain job and you think, I want it, but I only want it with this company, or only with this salary, but then maybe there's so many different opportunities how you could have this job with the same traits that would give you the same feelings or the same impact in a different way. So you need to be open to receive, open to different ways to receive what you want. Because if you only stick to one thing, then it's very easy to get stuck, because you make this thing up in your mind. Oh, I want to share something that I recently saw, and it's just so relatable. The other day, I looked in the sky and I saw this bird, and it was just flying against the wind, and it was just not moving at all, because it kept just going against the wind, and it was basically just stuck. And then I watched it struggling, and then I don't know how long, but just after a while it just dropped, and then it started to flow with the wind. And that's exactly what you need to do. You need to flow with life to your destination. Now we're getting really philosophical.
That's beautiful. That's very nice.
I just had to share this. Yeah.
Obviously, everything we share here, this is our point of view, coming from our own experience. And you will make yours as you do your own experience. But we have a lot of point of views in common.
Yeah. I want to share one more book. One of my friends, her favorite book is The Why Cafe, and apparently it's all about this topic, how to find your why in life. I've only just ordered this book, so I haven't read it yet, but I've already heard so many amazing things about this book, so I just wanted to mention, because it's exactly about this topic.
Yes. First, ask yourself what can bring meaning to your life, by asking yourself how to use your talent, your passion, your time and your energy to serve the world, or to do something that makes you feel good. Mm-hmm. Second, I would say just start.
Yeah.
Set the intention and start. Third or fourth, surround yourself with people that do what you would like to do, and or they have the same approach in life or in business that you'd like to have. And fifth, don't focus on the outcome, but really enjoy the journey and let the doors open.
I would actually add two things. Yeah. 6, I would add follow your intuition and follow your heart, because you usually feel if something's right or wrong for you. And then 7, very important, start to take action.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a very
good.
very good
High
roundup.
five.
Woo! Well, oh my gosh, the
Yeah.
camera always shakes when we
Yeah.
do any move. Well, thank you so much for coming on here, Cecile.
Thank you.
And sharing your wisdom and your experience.
Wish me luck. Today is only the first day.
And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos like this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!